Just 3 more Fact Sheet Fridays after this one, boys and girls. Hope you've been thinking about what you're going to wear on the morning of November 22nd as you head out the door as an FS22 farmer. Will you be riding in a Valmet Valmet 8750? Valmet is back with more than the G series. We have an older generation Valmet 8750. According to TrackerData.com, the 8750 was built between 1995 and the year 2000. A modern classic for sure, just like myself. This 190 horsepower tractor comes in at 5.4 tons and can hold 250 liters of fuel. The power is applied to the drive wheels with a manual transmission with power shift, and as such, it can get rolling down the road at 24 miles per hour. This tractor seems to be a good value also at $108,500. We see it matched up here with a new brand and a new tool in the Farma X KRG 250 spader. That's right, a spader. If you're like me and didn't really know what a spader did, well, you're in luck. Think of a spader as a giant power shovel, except instead of one blade, it has many. Also, think of it like a big garden tiller. This thing is designed to chew through the dirt on a rather deep level. Good thing for the Valmet that the KRG 250 requires 190 horsepower to operate, and it's nearly as heavy at 5.1 tons. With a working speed of 5 miles per hour and a working width of 2.5 meters, let's hope you're comfortable in the cab of your tractor, that's for sure. A rather good value option, the spader, is also just coming in at $35,500. Want to see more of one of these in action, in real life? Then check out a video I have linked down in the description below. Taking a closer look here, we're on the French map. We can see that at the end of the day, we're going to have the cultivation texture out of the spade, and joy. After a pass with the spade, we can come back and collect the rocks that we have unearthed, or we can roll them, as we have learned from previous blog posts, back down into the soil with a roller. We've seen a corn stubble before, but here we have another nice look at it, and in the background, what looks like a silage pit walls and a silo system. Coming in with our second fact sheet today, we have a pair from Case IH, with the Axle Flow 9250 making its return to Farm Sim, paired up with the 3050 41-foot TerraFlex header. This harvester header combo will make quick work of just about any field with a 12-meter working width and 14,400 liter grain tank capacity. The harvester makes 634 horsepower and makes use of a variable CVT transmission. While it can motor down the road at 18 miles per hour, you won't find it doing more than 6 when working the field. While I can't imagine this pair might weigh fully loaded with grain, empty it's going to come at 20.6 tons for the harvester and 3.9 ton for the header. You don't want that set down on your foot, that's for sure. Something you're also going to want is some deep pockets, as this harvester comes in at $410,500. Then you need to pick up the header, which is an additional $70,500. It's not just expensive to buy, this harvester is going to put a nice dent in your change purse when it comes to refueling, holding 1,200 liters of fuel and 166 liters of DEF. While the harvester is good for all the grain crops, the header is going to be limited to just small grains in wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, and soybeans. Now, if you're like, thanks for the facts, man, but I'm just here for the photos, well, you're in luck because I have this beauty. What we learned last week about the game improvements Giants has been making based on community feedback, one of those was the improvements in the header height for harvesting sorghum. Here we see our first shot of how that will look in game. We can see that the header is positioned high on the crop, taking just the heads, leaving long stubble behind. Now, one would just not have the harvester out there in the field. You'd have to have a companion auger wagon. And what better tractor to pull a big Demco auger wagon than the Case IH Magnum AFS Connect. This big tractor can be had for $312,000. It has engine options ranging from 374 to 435 horsepower. Once again, this tractor is making use of a variable CVT transmission that can get it moving at a speed of 31 miles per hour. You're going to want a heavy tractor to pull an even heavier grain cart, and that's why the Magnum comes in at 12.7 ton. It has plenty of fuel for the day with 647 liters and 99 liters of depth. Turning our attention to the Demco 2200 dual auger cart, we can see that it is 16.4 tons empty and can hold up to 77.5 cubic meters worth of product. You best have not only a lot of weight in front of this cart, but a lot of power here also, as this cart will require 400 horsepower, not only to pull it, but also to move the grain it holds. Speaking of that, we can see from here that it holds wheat, barley, oat, canola, sorghum, sunflower, soybeans, corn, seed, and fertilizer. And then finally the price. Well, the price of something that allows you to get the crop from the field to market is invaluable. But if you must set a price, then I think $115,000 should do nicely. We're back in the sorghum field for this one, and you can see how tall the stubble is by looking at how far it comes up on the wheels, tracks, and frame. McCormick is back. It's been a few weeks since the X7 was introduced, and now we have the X8 VT drive. This is the next larger tractor in the McCormick lineup, coming in at $220,000 and having engine ranges from 264 to 310 horsepower. It's going to be using a lot of power to move its 10.7 weight frame down the road at a speed of 31 miles per hour using that variable CVT transmission. The X8 holds a bit less fuel than the Magnum from before by having a fuel capacity of 550 liters and a depth capacity of 70 liters. We see it here working on what I am guessing is the French map based on the trees in the background with a Lemken Perrot 12500 KUA cultivator. This unit requires 225 horsepower to pull its 5 meter, 6.6 ton frame through the soil at 9 miles per hour. An effective way to turn over the soil for just $47,500. Also in this image, we get to see what might be our first look at some of the industrial buildings on the French map. In addition, this could be also a new weight brand, as on the front of the weight, we have what looks like stamped CTW. Once again, we have come to an end of another set of fact sheets, and we have just 3 more Friday updates to come before we will all get access to Farming Simulator 22 on November 22nd. Be sure to also head over to the Giants website, farmingsimulator.com, and click on the game's navigation link at the top. From there, scroll down till you see a table of brands. Click through these to see what other new items have been revealed that are coming to Farming Simulator 22. Lastly, if you've been holding off on ordering Farm Sim 22 until they finally announce another modern classic, or you've been waiting until the spade industry is finally recognized, then today is your lucky day. And to celebrate, why not use one of my affiliate links down in the description below. Until next week, happy farming.